Sometimes when you're a stay-at-home dad and an eBay reseller, baby wearing is a requirement. Say hi, baby. So I showed you guys the other day that that I ordered some boxes from the post office. I already opened this one up because I was like, what is that? This is my priority flat rate padded envelopes, and then for anything that's over a pound but small, and these are like for baseball bats or putters and stuff, and the rest are just kind of general boxes. That comes free from the post office, man. That's easy breezy beautiful. So this came in the mail today. This was, and I'll show you the listing, a lot of broken Walkman and personal tape players, and then a Sony Walkman. I call this a Discman because it is a Walkman that plays a CD. And I got these for 99 cents plus $14 shipping. My thought is I can either break them up and sell two, and this all separately broken and easily double my money. I got a little bit of extra help here. They are broken. And then, or my hope is that I can fix at least these, and those become $20 a piece if I can get them fixed. That's some online arbitrage. Hopefully I'll make some money. I'll keep you guys posted on how this is going.
The news.
All right, ladies and gents, let's do some what sold. So this is a remote. I don't remember where I got it or how much I got into this, but it sold for like $7.50. I know I didn't pay much for it because I just bought a huge lot of remotes, I suspect. And I think I paid 50 cents a piece. There was 21 of them and it was $10, so it's even a little less than 50 cents a piece. And then this little Casio, I know I did a video on this. I picked this up at that estate sale where I got the cast iron skillet. I paid $1 for this, and I didn't expect it to go quite as fast as it did or as high as it did. I listed it for, I want to say $16.99, and thought somebody will make me an offer and they'll decide what it's worth and they'll get it for $10 or $12, and it sold for full price in just a couple of hours. So sometimes that kind of stuff surprises you. I suspect that, this is a super clean vintage pocket calculator, but I suspect that the Ford emblem helped that, but the world may never know. Something else I sold, another pairing of Gremlins, new old stock records, and then this Tony Stewart jacket. I suspected when I bought these three that this one would move the fastest and for the most, and I was absolutely wrong. It moved for the least, I think, and it definitely moved the slowest. I got 3 jackets that day. They were all $12.99 a piece, and they all sold before this one. And I've even bought other NASCAR jackets since buying this one, and they sold before this one sold. But whining about it, I think I bought those right before Christmas, so it's only been it hasn't been 90 days. So that sold. I'll get this stuff shipped out, and we'll move on. Oh yeah, I'm selling off some stuff for a buddy. So I did also sell Juggalo ICP Wrestling. It is what it is. Well, as I suspected, this sold pretty quickly. I got $30 for it. The signatures ended up to not be anybody super special. Just some guys who played basketball in the late 90s. And so they probably hurt the value of this hat more than they help it. If you find these big graffiti top of the world hats out there, they're probably $40, $50, $60. This one I got 30 shipped because of the signatures. Check this out. I picked this up the other day. the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and the clock, and I got a handful of other things, but those probably aren't going to be on the what I picked up because it's for sale, because I think they're probably just going to live there forever. All right, and probably lastly, this one. I would almost never recommend a person buy VHS tapes. This one sold for, I know the buyer was all in at 17 and a quarter because that's what he wanted to pay, and so we worked out a offer. I think I was asking 19 plus shipping, and he's like, could you do this? And we went back and forth, and that's where we landed as far as him paying taxes. He had to pay sales tax in his state, and then I didn't have it listed as free shipping, so I think he paid me $13.25 plus shipping, and he had to pay taxes, and he ended up at $17.50 or something. But if you find older, like this manga is always a good indicator. VHS tapes from even the mid 90s. If you find any 80s ones, they're probably really good. Not anime like Transformers and G.I. Joes. Those are okay, but they're not this kind of money. They're like $3 or $4 a piece. These real, like, intended to be adults, dubbed into English VHS tapes from the middle 90s. That's the stuff you want to look for, and it brings some pretty decent money. But VHS tapes are a hard sale, so be careful on what you get into on those. So I had been getting, you guys, I made a kind of a big deal about these old shirts, these old Triumph shirts, and I had been getting $40 offers on them the entire time I had them. So, and I'd just been turning them down. This one, the guy offered me 50. I came back at 55. He paid. And then he was like, what about the other ones? So then went back and forth quite a bit, and he ended up at $50. He's sending me a message right now. Oh, just telling me that he paid and he appreciates it. So we ended up at $40 a piece on these. Now I paid $12.50 to a guy who brought these to my porch on these shirts. I ended up at $75 on 6 shirts. So that's good. That's good profit. That's 50 and 80, right? So that's $130 for. So I'm in the profit on just selling these 3. Now the other 3 are Norton. They're not as good, but I think I'll get like $30 a piece out of those 3. So that's another 90. So vintage T-shirts are a good thing, and I'll show you this. Hang on just a second. So this is one of the free envelopes that I got the other day. Flat rate envelope. And these 3 shirts will all fit in this flat rate envelope and ship priority for $7.25. Easy as it can be. And they will show up to him undamaged and ready to go. Hey guys, be on the lookout for my Instagram account. I'll link it below. And just I'm getting started on trying to get that going in some real way. So go there, give us a follow and a like and maybe a comment, and see what's there. See if it's interesting. I think it's going reasonably well, but if you guys go look at it, then that helps. Also, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. All that you guys can do to interact with my stuff only helps the channel, only helps the store, and only helps us get out there. So I greatly appreciate you guys doing all that you do. I won't yell at you this time. Thanks.